Hi everyone, welcome to Data Solver. My name is Taiwo, and today's topic is to show you how to connect Excel file saved in Google Drive to Power BI to create report. The purpose of this tutorial is to demonstrate an alternative method for hosting your report on Power BI service. This approach is useful especially for personal project and small business owner. This can help to minimize financial constraints that require subscription to Power BI monthly payment. So, before we go further, I'm going to go to the next slide. As you can see from the next slide, that shows all this link in this slide. This link is copied from Google Drive Excel file. This link, if you use it, is not going to work. So basically, this is not going to work. See, and this is the link that will work. So I'm going to explain why this link is not going to work, and I will demonstrate that for you. So this correct one that will work is https://docs.google.com/spreadsheet/d/file ID. This is the file ID. The one in the yellow line is the one we are after. /export question mark format equal XLSX. This is the one that will work. So let me demonstrate that for you. And before we go further, let me show you the already designed Power BI that showcase what we want to do today. I will show you. This is a live Power BI. Let's just 100% sure that it's interactive, as you can see. Okay, now let us see the link of the data source. Go to File, Option and Setting, Data Source. As you can see, the link of the data source is Google Drive. So let's close it and let us open our blank Power BI. Demonstrate how to achieve this. This is our blank Power BI. To do the same thing, you have to go to Get Data, click Web. We're not going to do that. I'm going to load our Google Drive. So this is our Google Drive. So this is the data we want to use, data sample Excel file. We double click this file. Before we double click to see the file, first and foremost, we need to do two things to this file. The first thing we need to do is to make it available to public. Right mouse click, move your cursor to share and click share again. Change the general access to from restricted to anyone with the link. Copy the link and click done. Minimize this Google Drive. We go back to our blank Power BI. Go click your Get Data, click Web. Remember, I said this link from the slide is not going to work. We paste our copy link from our Google Drive into URL basic and we click OK, and it's loading. You can see. Let's see, still loading. So the low is not what we want. Just to show you, I'm going to click all of them. It's giving us criteria from the Google Direct link, which is not going to work. As I said, these are all not what we want. So we're going to click cancel. So the one that will work, I'm going to use my notepad to edit the code copy. So this is the code copy. Now we are after, remember, after D and the / is our file ID, and before the edit / is our file ID where we need to extract. So what we need to do, we're going to copy this our file ID, and this is the tricks that makes it work. The correct one we end with SLS, http://docs.google.com/spreadsheet/d/file ID, which we're going to put here, and you're going to make them as one, then everything as one. So this one is going to work. This is the tricks that you need to take into consideration. Okay, now we minimize this. We go back to our blank get data, go to the web, and we're going to paste this into our URL, and we click OK. So there you go, it's loading. Let's see if this is going to happen. So you can see we have two table coming up. Table, this is the tab name, and this is the table. We are going to concentrate on using this one. So you can see this is our data. We have product name, order date, ship date, state, postal code, region, category, price, quantity, total price. And we click load. We don't need transformation. Data is loading. It's going to tell us total number of record in that data. 20 rows. Loaded successfully. As you can see, tally what we read out a few seconds ago. You can see. So we have from category to total price. So I need to populate and generate records similar to our already designed one. So what we need to do, we click our table, we don't need filter, expand our table a bit, and we need to use product name, state, and total price, and we're going to format the order blue, and maybe the size to be 5. That's it. And we're going to change the value to 12, readable, and also to make that is what we want. Okay, and the next thing to do, just to give this report title of what we are doing. So we need to add our title. Click this text box. We have to make it spread top of the page. Add title and format it to be big. And we're going to give it area blackboard, and then the font to be white and the size to be 32. And we centralize it and we go to property effect, change the blue. That's it. Make it a bit smaller, the top. So now, because we want to test if our Google Drive is going to be interactive, the link. So the next thing to do is to size this one so that we get accuracy of what we're doing. I'm going to make this one size 2. Then now duplicate just to be legible. Let me change the partial size to 14. Is it? That's what I want. Then I will duplicate this. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. I want to create the pie chart based on. I'm going to remove product name. The pie chart will be based on state and enterprise. That's it. Also, I need to create cluster column chart. Control C, Control V. Shall we do somewhere here? Just click. That's it. And you can move this one a bit down, and this one down. And the next thing to do is to create our KPI. First, now we click our card. First one we want is our total price, and this is our total price. I will format total price label to be blue, gold. So and we want the border as well. Pink. Size 5. Zip. So we want it to be round. In fact, we want it to be round. 15. Zip. And we duplicate this. Control C, Control V. Into 3 places. Control C, Control V. So we're going to be using it to check if we need 3 KPI. So we have the total and we want the quantity. We remove this one, we change it to the quantity. And the one also, so that you can understand that you can be able to use measure. And the measure we want is going to be based on our total quantity of the record we have in this particular data set. And to do that, you right mouse click, say new measure. And click new measure is going to tell us, showing us measure. Change the name to the total record count. Then we put the function count. There, we want to count based on category, and we close the bracket and we press enter. All we need to do is to change this third one. Remove total count, add total record. So as you can see, this total record. So the other necessary last is to create 2 slicer. Control C, Control V. Make slicer smaller. So we're going to change this one to slicer, remove this one, change it to slicer, and select category. And we don't want the round. Go to general effect, remove under visual, we remove the round corner. So it's going to be this one to move a bit. So I can give our change the size, round to 13, make it black, legible. Another, I need that to be big, bold. Duplicate this, our slicer, Control C, Control V, and we change the slicer to region. So we have similar to what we did. So now we finish our. So let's see if it's interactive. Remember, we are using the connection from our Google Drive. This data is coming from our Google Drive. So this is all what you need to do. So basically now, just let us show you the save, and we go back to our Google Drive. We have to minimize in order to see the two at the same time. Okay, our Google Drive is loading. This is our Google Drive. So what we need to do is to we are Google Drive. So we want to add the two at the same time on the screen so that you can rest assured that it's working. If I open, double click our Google that pass and go, it's gonna open. If I click here, head of the column quantity, you can see is 100. So what I'm going to demonstrate to show you that you can use this remotely for your network environment is to add. I'm going to add Microsoft Excel and make sure the column is the same thing and the data type. That is very crucial. I'm going to add this 5 record. Control C. I'm going to minimize. Then I'll add it to our data in our Google Drive. Make sure you are in A, end of the record in A. Then you click Control V, you paste, copy into the memory. So all you need to do is to click refresh here on your Google Drive data set. You close it and go back to your Google Drive. Click refresh again. You can see based on my local time, it's automatically updated with the time refresh. I minimize, then I come back to here and click refresh. So this is supposed to change to 25 and this one to be 125. So to show you that it's working, you can see it's working. So you are working on remotely. This is the sky's limit. You can use Power BI. And after you do that, you save and you publish to your Power BI services. So for those of you that want to know how to do it in Power BI service, because you require gateway, Power BI gateway, in order to do the same thing so that you avoid paying subscription, I'm going to roll out the Power BI gateway tutorial, and this is all what you need to do. Thank you for watching, and come back to our channel for more tutorial. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. I remain just Taiwo. Take care and bye.